Go. All right. Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. The days are just flying by. December 8th. Congratulations on getting on this Zoom, and I'm excited that we're going to be discussing our new brain book, I should say. And the discussion we've had so far about it has cracked me up. And I forgot, it was my fault for not telling you guys how cerebral the first 3 chapters are, because I had like 1 or 2 people telling me, Monique, I don't think I understand this book. Is the whole book going to be like this? And I was like, oh my God, I forgot to tell you guys, the first couple chapters are really tough. And Linda Lindsay, when she recommended this book to me, she did give me the warning. She told me the first couple chapters are going to be a little tough. Just get through those and the rest of the book is easier. I said, okay. But what's interesting is that reading it for the second time, it's not as difficult. And so as I've been reading it, it's all making more sense. So I will definitely recommend that you guys do this a second time. I read it last year, so this is a year later that I'm reading it a second time. But congratulations to you guys for making this a priority, making this an effort for your business, for you. I know a couple people couldn't get on because of other circumstances, but I just want to tell you that it's awesome that you guys do this, because it's important for, just for you and your business. And I'm glad to be able to be there to support you and help you out. So who wants to start? Who wants to start talking about it? I have lots of highlights that I'll go over, but Michelle, I know you talked. Are you going to call the bank? You're going to get back on after. Anybody want to start? Anybody? Okay, Pat's going to start. She's going to be the first one. Okay, Pat.
Yes, you know me. I did a lot of talking on the text yesterday, I think it was, because my son went and picked a book up for me on Thursday when it was raining so bad. And I started reading, excuse me. And, excuse me, I'm sorry. This morning I haven't been talking. I've been reading. But anyway, I think the book is fantastic. I'm really excited about it, and learning all these quantum leaps and all this cerebral stuff. It is a lot of brainy, but when I started reading it out loud, it kind of took more. It stuck with me a little better, and I like it. It has this affirmation: I am well. I am abundance. I am joy. And when I get to each of those, I repeat that to myself, because we have what we say. And I like that it is compressing time. I was thinking along the level of, well, in due time, I'll get there or whatever. But when you know that the present is all that we have, and we work in the present, then you're not looking down the road for the future. You're living it right now. And that was phenomenal.
Yep, I agree. Oh, it's back feedback. Okay, thank you, Pat. Let me turn. Okay, there. It was giving me feedback. Michelle, do you want to share what you shared about your bank account, because I think it's kind of cool?
Oh, I just was saying, since I've started the business, I've just taken any money and just put it into our joint household account, and never really paid attention to what I'm making. And I realized when I was yesterday, like, I'm not rewarding myself for my successes. I'm just, occasionally I might go out and buy something. And I looked and I thought, I make money with this. I should be going towards a goal. I know that. But as I said to Monique, money means nothing to me. And I knew ahead of time before I read that I have everything I need, and I've never needed anything in my life. And so that's probably why money doesn't matter. But now I've decided that I'm going to open my own bank account that will just be for this business. And I will decide what I want to do with the money separately. And my husband is quite glad, because, it's sort of, yeah, maybe I don't, we don't have any bills with this, but still I should take more ownership of my business and pay attention to what I'm making.
Awesome.
That's it. So that's it. And the other thing about I made a comment yesterday. It was very cerebral, which it is, and it's very deep. But I know that we're going to learn more as the book goes along. And I have tried to read this book with another reading group before. And to be honest, I quit after. But I'm sticking with you guys. I'm going to make it past. Yeah. So that's it. And
don't quit this book.
I won't. Okay. That's it.
We won't let you. You got all these people looking at you. We won't let you quit this book. Yeah, so like some of the things, and I mean, like literally, so the first time I read it, I didn't highlight. The second time I read it, I highlighted, and that's just my thing. But some of the things like karma, how it talks about near the end, it says about karma. Oh my God, that cracked me up, because we always say, oh, karma's going to get you. Karma's going to get you. And what did he say in this book? He said, let me find it because I just saw it when we were talking. Hold on. It said, karma, hold on. It says karma. It's over here somewhere. Where'd it go? Hold on. I know I just saw it. Well, anyways, he talks about karma, and he said karma is real. Karma, the law of cause and effect, karma. It's not only spiritual, but it's scientific. So when you tell somebody karma is going to get you, it's scientific. It's a real deal. But I mean, just his overall, like the beginning of just talking about time and talking about how we're energy. We're all energy together. This is why this group helps our business. If you guys get that, I mean, I know you do, but the reason our businesses are growing us in this group is because we're this energy together, giving each other the energy to go in the direction of what we're thinking. And that's when you think like that. It's weird, it's crazy, but I've always believed that. I've always had that in my head, that I've always known that I can create, I've always known that I can do what I need to do, but before I read this, I didn't realize that the universe needs to know what I need to do. Like I have to project it more. And I never did that before. I didn't do dream boards. I didn't do positive affirmation. I didn't do any of that before Nerium. And then with Nerium doing that, I've seen my life change. I've seen the path that I need to go on opposed to the path I was going on. And so, and I've never lived in the past, and I don't live in the future. I've always lived in the present. That's one thing I can say I do. And I know it's very hard for people to live in the present, in the now, in the what you're doing right now. And that's really tough for people. So, oh, Sharon, you got on. You have a little bit of Zoom, a little bit of a signal. Did you want to share anything about your book? Here, do you want to share? She may not be able to. She may be able to talk. Hold on. You can't share. It's probably bad signal. Okay, it's okay. How about Solange?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, there you are. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cutting out, Sharon. It's okay.
Oh, you can hear me?
Yeah, but not very good.
Yeah.
Okay, anybody else? Oh, now I can't mute her. Anybody else want to share? Just unmute yourself. Oops. Anybody? Sorry, I'm trying to get this. Come on, anybody? Nobody? Nobody else? I know you all read it because, well, not all of you. I don't know who all read it, but yes, it's challenging. Anything else about it? Like, do you agree, disagree? Does it sound, I know it sounds weird, some of the things. Let's see, one of the things, let's see any of these things that yeah, this whole phrase, hold on, this whole thing. I was like, what in the world? Yeah, some of the stuff that he says. Decide right now to face every experience anew by choosing to forget that you've ever faced it before. Choose happiness, present moment living, and joy at all times. Thank the present moment for all it brings you in enjoyable experiences, for the opportunities it gives you to see yourself as you were before and to grow to an even greater self. And that's why we say when we're doing these personal development books is that we're becoming better versions of ourselves. And it's so true because of books like this and because of people like you guys. I have a chat. Remember, the universe can only use the present moment to send you the clues, people, events, and opportunities to advance. It cannot use the imaginary future ahead. So it definitely, like I said before, your people are put into your path for a reason. And just remember that the people who are put into your path for a reason, don't let them just walk by you. I'll see if anybody else has anything to say. I think you guys probably saw those little, those blessing bags I made yesterday. And it was kind of crazy because it was a few days ago, I saw people posting they were going to do these blessing bags. And I was like, I always wanted to do them. I just never made the time to do that. And so yesterday I was like, okay, I'm going to get my check from this dog thing, the one dog job I have. I'm going to put that whole check and buy stuff. And I went and I did. I bought all this stuff. I bought food. I bought all kinds of little things, goodies for this bag. And then on my way to the bank to deposit, there was a homeless guy, a kid in his 20s, and he was sitting outside of the bank, and he was just like, hey, excuse me, do you have $1? And I said, no, I'm sorry, I don't. I went in the bank, made my deposit, and I was like, that's why I'm doing these bags, because I want to be able to have them available to hand to somebody like this who needs something. This kid was not, I mean, he was in his 20s, and I see this more and more in their 20s, and I'm like, oh, I felt so bad for this guy. So I went to my car, and I opened my wallet to put my receipt in. I saw a Subway gift card I had. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to give this to him. That's all I have. I had no cash on me. And plus, I don't give cash to the homeless. I don't give them cash because I would rather give them food and rather give them something that I know they're going to use. So I went over and I handed him the Subway card. I could have left and not did that. But there was something tugging at me that said I needed to do this. So I went over to him and I said, I'm sorry, I don't have any money, but I do have the Subway card. I handed it to him, and you would have thought I gave that man $1,000. He looked at me and he goes, oh my gosh, thank you so much. You're so kind. You're so beautiful. You're so blah, blah. He kept going on. And he stood there and waited for me to walk to my car. And he stood there and just kind of stood there and watched me. I got in the car and I left, and then he sat back down. And I was like, I could have just not done that. And that's the things that we do, is we could not do certain things like that. But something made me think I have to do this. And so I'm just saying that because something clicked in my head, like, you know what, you have this, you don't need this $5 Subway card, go give it to this gentleman. And it made his day. That's all it was about. It was just making his day. And so I'm excited about my blessing bags. I mean, I have 20 of them, and I have extra stuff to make more. I'm going to keep them in my car. I'm writing a little Christmas card with Santa Claus on it, putting it in the car, wishing them a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. And I cannot wait to just drive around and if I'll just pull over and hand them to people. And that experience for me is so rewarding. And I actually sent the message to the gentleman that I let his dogs out, and I sent him the pictures, and I said, I just want you to know, you're paying me to walk your dogs, and I want you to know that without this job, this little job you give me, this is what I was able to do with it. And he was like, do you need me to help you? What do you need me? I'm like, no, I just want you to see what I'm doing with this, because he's not the most positive person all the time, but I want him to see the positive. And he was just like, wow, that's crazy. I can't believe you did that. And it was just kind of that ripple effect thing. And that's what this, in my opinion, we have to do things like that. And we do that because of who we are with Miriam, in my opinion. I mean, there's a lot of people out there who don't do things like that. I can tell you the people that have watched my video and the people that made comments are people that never comment on anything that I do, but I'm hoping that it's that ripple effect for them, that they see it and they do it. So anyways, there's my tangent again, because Monique goes on tangents all the time. Anybody else want to share anything about what they've read about the book? Anybody? Nobody? Everybody's quiet today? It's because you guys are like, I don't know what to share. I didn't even know what I read. We can't share because we don't know what we read.
That's true, Monique. I looked at this and I'm thinking, oh, this is a good one to get in on. Yeah, but here, I am a spiritual person. I just love the Lord. But so I'm thinking, okay, we're going to go into physics, and this isn't going to be really something that I can agree with some of this. So, but it turned out to be totally different. So it says, your mind from your spirit keeps your body together as a solid unit. And your mind does the same thing with other things around you. All matter is put together using information from your mind and the minds of those around you and the rest of the universe. So each of us make each other better. We can choose to make each other better, or we can choose to not make people's lives better because our cup isn't full. And it just is a reflection when we are not when we're not together and we're kind of raining on everybody's world. It's more of a reflection on us and what is going on in our world. But just because we don't see it doesn't mean it's not going on. And that's what this whole book is about. It just opens my mind to so many broader things that are going on around me. So thank you. I waded through the first 3 chapters.
Nice. And Roberta, yes, I'm going to have you share about what you've been going through with your business, because if you guys you guys are going to be blown away as soon as we finish up with this about her success recently with the business. And I just want I'll have you share. Let me see if anybody wants to share anything else about the book first. Anybody want to share any more about the book? Raise your hand, unmute. Oh, Connie,
Hi.
Go ahead.
Hi. Okay. Hi. So, hey, I'm back. So this is my second or third time reading this book, maybe second and a half, because I didn't finish it the first time. But reading it now and actually doing other work that I've been doing, I really, it's really, how do I say this? It's hard to put into words because we use our mind, and that's, you know, that's kind of the world that we live in. And our mind is the thing that, you know, we speak, we do all the things we do. And I love this book because it is kind of being outside of that mind and operating at that level, which is really hard to hold on to. And I think that's what it is we want to hold on to things we understand. And the moment that we could let go of what we understand, more is available to us. It is like beyond what we can comprehend. And that part of it is exciting to me. So anyway, I'm excited to read the book again. So, I've barely started yesterday, so I haven't gotten very far into it, but it is just so cool. I don't know how to explain it because the words are just not, they fall short. They really do. They just fall short of what's available.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
That's all I want to say.
Thank you, Connie. Yeah, I am, and I was saying too. It's like this is my second time reading it, and I'm understanding and comprehending it more than I did the first time, and it's incredible. So okay, well we're gonna read 4, 5, and 6. So the next 3 chapters, and I know it's a big chunk, but it's so that we can get through this book by the end of the year. So 4, 5, and 6, images of the mind, thinking and speaking, the instructions of and for life. And then what's the next chapter name? I love their names. Goals, the roadmap to and in wealth. And you know what? That was one of the things about it. It's not, what is it? It's wealth consciousness, but it's believing you are in, you're in wealth. And I'm going to tell you, now that you've read the first 3 chapters, you are going to sleep and you are going to dream and speak in your head, I am wealth, I am abundance, I am joy. You will be out and about and you will say it, I am wealth, I am abundance, I am joy. It'll just start coming to you, and that's what's crazy. So I'm just warning you, there's another warning. It's going to start coming to you because you're reading it, and it's the weirdest thing because the first time I read the book, I was out and I said it, I was like, what? I'm not even reading. What the heck? Where'd that come from? So I am wealth, I am abundance, I am joy is going to come into your head. All right, so I want Roberta to share. So Roberta, I want you to share your story, your Nerium journey with everybody, and then your success that you've had over the past, few months. And she is, if we want to learn from somebody, she's amazing. So Roberta, can you just share with us?
Oh, how sweet of you. Well, my husband signed up with Nerium. I wasn't going to do it, but he wanted to get the EHT, and he couldn't get it for 3 months, the way it was presented to him. So he said, I'll sign up. He couldn't get it unless he signed up. So he signed up, and he was having some pretty bad memory issues. He was 73. So he started using the EHT, and of course I didn't want him to be smarter than me. So I started taking it too. And I have MS. And so I really found just a tremendous, tremendous help with this. Mental acuity, calmness, even help I was able to go off of a lot of medications. So anyway, fast forward, I kind of started thinking there might be something to this. And so I come alongside him about 6 months later. And so I've been doing it about 3 years, working with it. And, there's been some really dry spells, and I'm thinking, okay, well, if nothing else, we're getting our product for free. But I always got money, and I always had 9 customers. So I've just kind of been plugging along, and I did earn the trip to Puerto Vallarta. I just missed the last trip. Because I didn't work at it hard enough, I guess. But I missed it by about, $300 worth. So this trip I was thinking, I'm just going to kind of do my thing. So here the trip was introduced in July. And so October 31st, I had 4,000 points. And so I'm thinking, I'll just cheer everybody on when they go. Well, the month of November, I went from 4,000 points to 11,000 points in 1 month. And now every day I open my trip volume, and I have more volume, and I'm almost there at 15,000. I think it's very possible that I will get the 20,000. And I had no goals, but I just want to tell you, 2 a day, staying steady is so important, because I have people that have looked at my posts and looked at what I'm doing, and they say, I want on this. I have signed up 5 brand partners in the last month and a half. And I have another one that's ready this week. It's just being consistent, and that the positive, the joy that you emit to the world is very contagious. And that's what they've told me, that we watched you. We've seen, you know, your joy. We've seen how it's helped you, how it's helped others. And, you know, my posts look like I have the best life in the world. There's no ups or downs in my world. There's no downs in my world. But it's really what you post and what you emit to the world. And it's just, I'm kind of like a turtle, slow and steady. But I don't have my car yet, pretty close. But it's just, you know, it just takes a while. It's not going to be overnight. So that's kind of my story.
And I appreciate that. And then you also have had some challenges with leadership where you are too, right?
Yes. Right now we're just a little short on that. So, and I was kind of, I have to admit, I was really disappointed. I had some, I was by myself on and off, and I just decided that it's not about them, it's about me and what I decide to do. And I'm thinking, as people are dropping out, I'm thinking, hey, this is my playground. And I am out there, and I sample, I'm gracious. If people want it, that's great. If people want another sample, you know, thank you, Miriam. I just got 7 new packs of stuff yesterday. And I just go out and just remain positive. And it's just been an amazing journey. And even when you have those valleys, just remember there's hope and joy at the top. And I do want to share with you, every year I pick a word. And this year my word was joy. And when things were going bad, like, you know, we had some major leaders drop out, and I didn't have the support. And so I reached sideways and upwards and just started gleaning from them and asked permission if I could use their ideas. And it has worked. I drive to Seattle for my regional. That's like 5 miles from here, 5 hours from here. But it's worth it. You know, it's just to keep that momentum going. And so sometimes we have to step out of our comfort zone and work a little harder, but the rewards are there, and also the joy. I mean, it just adds dimension to your life. I'm going to be 69 this month. And when we, you know, a lot of 69-year-olds are talking, my friends are talking about where they're going to eat and their medication and not feeling well. I don't talk about any of that. I'm ready to go. So it's an attitude, but Miriam just gives us such a wonderful avenue to spread joy to others and to be joyful ourselves.
Absolutely. Yes. And, you know, it's funny because I didn't know about all your leadership stuff. I knew you had asked me to share stuff, you know, if you could borrow some of my things. And I've always, you know, absolutely you can, no problem. But when you like to post to mine, and then this is how the universe works. But I was like, you know what? I need to ask Roberta if she wants to be in our group. I got to ask her. She probably wants to be in our group, because if I know her, she's going to want to be in our group. So I didn't know all the other stuff, but I'm glad that you said yes, and I'm glad that you're a part of our group, because this is going to help. I mean, this is going to be huge, and we're going to root you on, and for sure, to get to that 20,000 in the next few weeks, because I know you're going to be able to make that happen. And I appreciate, you know, just the things that you do. And you guys reach out to Roberta, ask, you know, call her up or Zoom or whatever, you know, FaceTime her or whatever. I know she'll be able to help and just guide you if anything you need, because that's incredible. You go from 4 to 11, you know, and it is that consistency. It's that consistency. It's that 2 a day. And I can say I sometimes am not consistent, and I know I need to be, and it is that 2 a day, because people who call me now for orders are people who I talked to 5 years ago or 4 years ago. It's not people that I talked to yesterday. It's that it's that slight edge. It's that, that slow, and then bam, that comes. So thank you very much for sharing, and congratulations on all that success. I appreciate it.
I do want to add just 2 more little nuggets.
Sure.
A lot of people that are buying products or are signed up 3 years ago, they've seen my post, remain positive. And then Jeff Olson's, be here a year from now. You can't quit. Be here a year from now. And if I had quit when the going got tough and there was no support, etc., I would not be where I am. And so, the slight edge and the Nerium rhythm are almost a Bible to live by in this business.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, I agree. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else want to share anything in their business, anything that has happened, any kind of, any stuff, anything? Solange, you're quiet. You're never quiet. What are you doing? You like I call out on people. She must be, see, she's not listening. She's not really on the call. She's sort of on the call. Just kidding. Anybody else? There she is.
I am listening.
Okay.
But I had to do a bunch of things. My hair is not combed. I didn't brush my teeth. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. So I'm sitting here listening. But I love y'all.
Okay. And it's okay if you didn't brush your teeth. We can't smell your breath. We're good. Sharon, I saw you put your headset on. Did you want to say something? Or did you just put it on so you could hear? I think she just put it on to hear. Okay, let's see. All right. Let's see. For this, just, this next week is going to be it's going to be a big week. And I say that because this is the week where I would compress all your activity, because then Christmas comes. So compress your activity of what you're going to do. I mean, talk to more than 2 a day. Talk to as many more people as you can. Offer specials. I'm watching on Facebook a lot of people doing the 12 days of Christmas, and they're offering certain things. Do something of your own. Like if you have a lot of face washes, offer a free face wash with a, skincare set. Who knows? I mean, or with the whatever you want to do, but offer something with something, and maybe that'll generate some interest for you guys. But think outside the box. Really, right now, think outside the box. How you can help people with their shopping list. I mean, I have stuff still wrapped up from my boutique, so I'm going to post that I have all of these gifts to go, ready to go. I'll drop it off at your doorstep. Gifts to go, to help out, help them out. But just think outside the box when it comes to those things, because people, wait till the last minute to buy gifts, and we have some on hand. It's something that you can offer. I sent samples out yesterday. So continue sending samples out, continue generating, because everything you're doing now, you probably have results in January or in February, but really working at that and calling the people that you've talked to before. Anybody else have anything else they would like to share? No, Michelle, no. Okay, anybody? Okay, so we'll take our picture. Let me fix my hair because I'm looking so great right now. Okay. Let me take our picture. Okay, smile. All right, let's see. Let me make sure everybody had their eyes open. Everybody looks cute. Connie looked the best because she's perfect right there in her picture. And oh, there's Ivana. Hold on. Ivana came on. Now let's take your picture. Okay, here. Let's do it again. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Look at Ivana's doing her tree. How cute. Okay, let me stop the